Hey you, welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
I'm wife.
And together we're reading the Bible.
Starting with Genesis and eventually ending with Revelations, we're working through every book and offering our atheist 2 cents.
Or shekels.
Yeah, those. We're asking questions and pointing out all the nonsense.
We aren't academics or scholars.
Nope. In fact, when it comes to religion, we really don't know anything at all.
What we've learned so far is that God's a dick.
Oh, he really is, isn't he? If you're interested in how we reached this startling conclusion, maybe start from episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in anywhere. It's all good.
Yep.
Hey wife, we just got a new sponsor. It's Anchor. They must think we're doing something right because they picked us back up.
That's amazing. Want to hear something even more amazing?
Yeah?
I actually know what they are.
You are full of shit. I'm calling your bluff. Tell me about Anchor.
Okay, so Anchor by Spotify is the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place.
I'm actually surprised you knew that, but did you also know that Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer?
Yes, because I see you do that on your phone all the time and it looks pretty simple.
It really is, and when hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
But I use CastBox.
Yeah, darling, I know you like CastBox. It gets distributed there too, and lots of other platforms as well.
And how much are we paying for this awesome service?
Absolutely nothing.
Coolio, so then we should tell people to download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started?
Yep, do it now.
Husband.
Wife.
Do you remember what happened yesterday?
No.
They picked up stones. The end.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And they were still crossing the Jordan.
They were still crossing the fucking Jordan.
That was dumb.
That was dumb.
All right, well, what are we doing today?
We're doing chapter 5 of Joshua.
Chapter 5. Let's go do this.
Okie dokie. Okay, Joshua chapter 5.
All right.
You're going to love this, right?
I doubt it.
The circumcision and Passover at Gilgal. Yep.
They're commemorating a circumcision.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. They're going to chop off the tip of someone's dick.
Yay.
And they wrote about it in the
Let's
Bible.
Have a party.
Yeah. When all the Amorite kings west of the Jordan and all the Canaanite kings who lived along the Mediterranean coast heard how the Lord had dried up the Jordan River so the people of Israel could cross, they lost heart and were paralyzed with fear because of them.
Of course. I mean, wouldn't you if somebody stopped a river? I'd be like, fuck, man.
I'd be like, I'm out, bye.
Dude's not cool.
Right?
Yeah.
At that time, the Lord told Joshua, he didn't say hey.
Didn't know?
Nope. Okay. Make flint knives and circumcise this second generation of Israelites. That's what the Lord said.
Just a mass circumcision, huh?
I mean, that's just so... It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's so random.
Yeah. It's like the way they stated it is like they all had their kids at the same time. They're like, all right, this generation's coming of age. Let's chop their dicks.
I mean, I just don't get it.
Right.
Like, it's just... Like, take the fact that we're used to circumcision out of the picture, right?
Sure.
It's such an odd thing. Like, the Lord said, hey, you know what I think would be cool is if every single one of you, just out of the blue for no reason, chop off your foreskin. Okay.
Right.
Like, it would be equivalent to, like, I want all of you to chop your fingernails off and throw them in the fire and burn them.
No thanks.
But, right? Like...
Yeah.
It's equivalent.
Right.
I mean, ish.
Sure.
Okay. Not that, you bleed if you chop off your fingernails.
I mean...
Depending on how short you cut them.
Right, yeah.
Okay, anyway.
Right.
So Joshua made flint knives and, hey, he circumcised the entire male population of Israel. Like, Gibeath Haraloth.
Yay!
Joshua had to circumcise them because all the men who were old enough to fight in battle when they left Egypt had died in the wilderness. I hate it when that happens.
Do you think they just lined them up? Like, and just went down the line?
Next. Clip, clip, clip.
Right.
Those who left Egypt had all been circumcised. Sorry.
It's been a lot more fun if they were exercised.
I know,
though.
right?
Yeah.
But none of those born after the Exodus during the years in the wilderness had been circumcised.
It's a shame.
Interesting. I mean,
Gotta wonder what, like, this is the Bronze Age. Like, you gotta wonder, what did they use to circumcise them?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. The Israelites had traveled in the wilderness for 40 years until all the men who were old enough to fight in battle when they left Egypt had died. For they had disobeyed the Lord, and the Lord vowed he would not let them enter the land he had sworn to give us, a land flowing with milk and honey.
Yeah.
So
That's
Joshua
true.
circumcised their sons, those who had grown up to take their fathers' places, for they had not been circumcised on the way to the promised land. Remember that sentence when I just said that?
Yeah.
I said it again. Remember that sentence when I just said it again?
Yeah.
I said it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
After all,
They like to repeat.
and be repetitious as well.
Yeah, and also repeat. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And again, some more.
Some more?
Some more.
Okay.
After all the males had been circumcised, they rested in the camp until they were healed.
Well, that's probably smart.
That would have been the perfect opportunity for everybody in the promised land to come attack them right quick.
Right?
Quick! Their dicks are sore! Get them!
They ain't stopping any rivers today.
I said, I know that's right. They can't even hardly piss. Then the Lord said to Joshua, today I have rolled away the shame of your slavery in Egypt. So that place has been called Gilgal to this day.
Of course, that totally makes sense.
That's what every time a group of guys that I know all get circumcised at once, I always call that place Gilgal.
Right, and when you roll away the shame of slavery.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah,
That too.
You got to do both. So
Well, I mean, do you though? I don't know.
I mean, that's what they said. So
Well, he did both. Doesn't mean you have to do both.
Oh,
I
yeah, I
can
guess.
do whatever I want.
Yeah. Sure.
And I want to call this place Gilgath. Gilgath! There. Done.
Yeah,
Gilgath.
there it is.
I did it.
Yeah.
When the Israelites were camped at Gilgal. Oh, I said it wrong. Gilgal.
Gilgal.
Gilgath.
Gilgal.
Giggles.
Right.
On the plains of Jericho, they celebrated Passover on the evening of the 14th day of the first month. I mean, they're like right there in Canaan. I
Right.
don't understand why the Canaanites aren't like, you know what? No, get the fuck off this side of the Jordan.
Well, there's a lot of them, so maybe they don't have the numbers to confront them.
Again, they should have come in while they were being circumcised.
Right. No, I agree.
This was very bad planning on
Yeah.
the Canaanites' part.
But again, they were fearful of them because they stopped a river,
I guess.
which, you know, is understandable.
Yeah, I guess.
Insofar as somebody stopping a river is
But then, I
something
mean,
that could happen.
they're just sitting there and probably crying a little bit.
You think?
They just got their dicks chopped.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
They're probably crying a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I don't care how strong a man you are. You get your foreskin chopped off, you're gonna cry.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And
That would suck.
and think about this too. It's not like they had like a bunch of antibiotics and
Right.
you know, so there was probably a lot of infection. It's not like they knew to wash their
Can you
hands.
get gangrene there?
Yeah, you can
Oh.
get gangrene fucking anywhere. Nasty ass. Ooh. The very next day, they began to eat unleavened bread and roasted grain harvested from the land.
Mm-hmm.
From the land, huh?
Yeah.
No manna appeared on the day they first ate from the crops of the land, and it was never seen again.
They had time to harvest.
Apparently.
They're moving into a new
I know.
land.
I know.
That's crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
So from that time on, the Israelites ate from the crops of Canaan.
Okay.
But
Because, you know, it's filled with milk and honey.
But you know, it does say that they never saw manna again, but they do have some in the ark.
That's true.
So all they had to do was look in and then they could see it again.
Right. Right.
So I don't really know what that means.
Don't know.
Like, I get it that it didn't fall again. Like,
Yeah.
from the sky and stuff.
Right.
But they had some.
Sure.
So, okay. Anyway, next section, same chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Joshua and the man with a drawn sword.
Okay. The man with the drawn sword.
I can draw a
Maybe
sword.
he's not fearful of them. Maybe
Can you
he's-
draw a sword?
Maybe he's like, no, fuck you guys.
Yeah. He heard that they had just been circumcised.
Right. He's like, I'm going in. This is it. This is our chance,
You
guys.
ignored me, though.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
The man with the drawn sword. I could draw a sword. Can you draw a sword?
I can. I can draw a sword.
Will it look like a sword when you draw it?
Probably, yeah.
I can't hardly draw a stick figure, so mine would be very shoddy indeed.
Right.
When Joshua was near the town of Jericho, he looked up and saw a man standing in front of him with a sword in hand. Joshua went up to him and demanded, "Are you friend or foe?"
Right.
That when you demand that does not come across as friendly.
Right. I mean, if he's got his sword drawn,
yeah,
that would indicate foe.
Foe.
Generally.
Foe. I would guess foe.
Right.
Foe?
But if it's just one person against 600,000, I wouldn't be that scared of him.
Right, but why did he draw his sword if there's 600,000 guys sitting there with their dicks chopped crying?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I don't care. 600,000 of them crying. I mean,
right.
They'd still be able to kill him.
Yeah.
He might take down quite a few.
Right.
But sheer numbers would...
Yeah, no, they definitely...
Yeah, they'd still win that one.
For sure.
"Neither one," he replied. "I am the commander of the Lord's army."
The
What?
Lord's army?
What?
What?
At this, Joshua fell with his face to the ground in reverence.
What?
What?
That's all you got to say?
"I too am at the Lord's... I'm the Lord's commander,
Yeah. Oh,
husband.
yeah, me too. Me
Husband,
too. Yeah.
I'm the Lord's commander. You got to do what I say. I want you on the ground right now."
Some random dude with a sword.
I know.
Like, what the fuck?
You know what? I am a random mom with a pen.
Yeah,
And the
there you
pen
go.
is mightier than the sword.
Right.
And therefore,
You are the commander of the Lord's book club.
I am the commander of... Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I am.
Right.
You need to bow before me.
Yeah. And read a lot.
Yeah. and no good words.
Right.
Do some good words at
there
me.
You go. There
Okay.
you go.
"I am at your command," Joshua said. "What do you want your servant to do?" The commander of the Lord's army replied, "Take off your sandals, for the place where you are standing is holy." And Joshua did as he was told. The end.
This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
But you do notice that he said, "I am the Lord's whatever,"
Yeah.
but I am neither friend nor foe.
Right.
That's worrisome.
But all you got to do is invoke God, and all of a sudden you're just in the clear.
You're in the clear. But
Okay.
I'm just wondering where this is going. Because he's saying...
Oh, I'm very curious. Yeah.
I'm neither friend nor foe.
Right.
What am I?
Who knows?
Because God is a
And
dick.
now we got to wait until Monday to find out.
Oh, yeah.
That's bullshit.
I know.
We suck. We should do another one, but we're not going to.
We're not going to. We've got a Q&A tomorrow, Saturday.
Yes, there's that.
And then Sunday is the weekly replay.
Yep. And then Monday will be Joshua chapter 6.
And we'll find out what's going on here and if their dicks are healed or not.
Yeah, and what's up with this God's army or whatever the hell it is.
And why sandals and...
Sure. Yeah, all that.
I don't...
We'll see you on Monday.
Yeah, bye. Husband,
Yes, wife?
remember how you told me we're on Patreon now?
Yeah, why?
Because we're starting something new for Patreon members only. Every couple of weeks, we'll cover something in the news, a current event, or something we feel strongly needs to be discussed. And only subscribers get to hear our discussion.
That's right. It's all for our Patreon members as a thank you for their support. Join now for as little as $2 a month to get all of our extra content. Go to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse.
Do it now. Husband, it's the end.
It is indeed, wife.
Tell the people where they can contact us.
Well, they can get a hold of us via our email, which is sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. We have Twitter at sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh, why do you know? Why do you keep doing that? Ugh. All right, we have a Facebook page, an Instagram page, and a Pinterest page. But if you really want to get our attention, Twitter's where it's at.
Twitter is where you're at.
Yeah.
And they should also review, like, and subscribe, yeah?
Definitely. Apple Podcasts reviews help us out tremendously. And we also can use your support on Patreon, which is a great place to support us as well. That would be at patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse.
Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Bye.